Hello everyone, my name's Noctispot and welcome back to some more Star Citizen. Again, it's been a while since I put a video up, but once more it's because we don't have much content rattling out lately and I don't want to bore you all and waste your time with showing you the same thing over and over again. Today's video is a little bit of recent news and my own take on what myself I am looking forward to for 3.3. So without further ado, we'll jump in. We've had the Crusader Mercury concept given to us just lately. This ship is meant as another data runner that's meant to be a sort of Star Citizen parallel to the Millennium Falcon. You can kind of make your own judgments there. It's about the size of a Freelancer or a Cutlass Black, and it's a cool little ship that I'll keep my eye on. It's not my personal cup of tea for what I want to do in game. I will concede, however, that I do think it's one of the better looking ships we've seen just lately. It's very asymmetrical, so it makes it unusual, and it'll be interesting to see how its thrusters and such are able to keep it stable with the new flight model that we're getting in 3.3. Yesterday's Around the Verse gave us a cool look at more development towards 3.3 itself, with a take on some little aspects we hadn't seen before, or at least not that I'd seen. The FPS AI is looking pretty swish now, a lot more smooth than the shots we were shown before where they were kind of just ambling around security post Korea and taking ages to respond to a player coming towards them or incoming gunfire. There's some twitchy animation switches with them, but we know that those are being worked on because we've seen the animation stuff in the past. Another really cool aspect is that we're not only going to have AI NPCs running around more frequently blowing guns away within the alpha, we're also going to have NPC ships coming into ports, and as such staying around for a bit, so in Hurston and hopefully on other outposts as well. They'll fly in, they will stay around for a little while, and then they'll go away again. It'll add a sort of a fresh breath of life to anywhere that's populated and make it look a little bit more lived in. It's great, but I can see it being abused or moreover trolled by people when it's first implemented. We'll have to see. We also got shown a mechanic in-game where you can essentially have selective hearing. You'll be able to tunnel or focus your character's hearing to a certain audio source to make things more immersive and real to life, just like yourself as a person can focus your senses onto someone that you're having a conversation with in the middle of a room. It looks interesting, but I did read a comment on Reddit today about something like an eavesdrop mechanic being quite difficult if you kind of have to focus on that person you're trying to listen to, and to do that you have to stare at them like an idiot to get the mechanic to engage whilst using the new voice and face over IP implementation to do your very best at not looking guilty or suspicious. Again, we'll have to see. Another cool thing we saw was that asteroid mining is now feature complete, which I know will make a lot of people happy, although I can see chasing after the rocks you blow apart get old quite fast. I suppose it could make the argument of having a larger ship like the Orion, so your rocks don't escape the tractor beam, a lot more sensible. We're now under a month from either the wide open PTU or the live push of 3.3, which is of course the 10th of next month. I'm expecting the Evocati to drop very soon due to the fact that CIG have been pulling more testers onto the Evocati team, as well as a little sneaked message from their Spectrum saying to keep a close eye out. I'd be surprised if it's not during the weekend or sometime next week. CIG have been pretty wonderfully consistent with their PTU stuff over the past couple of patch drops, so I reckon we'll have a wider sub and concierge PTU within the last week of September to whet our appetites for CitizenCon before they push it to the wider audience. On the CitizenCon subject, now that Mr. Roberts has done his best to douse the flames from the ticket pricing McGubbins that flared up over it, everyone can now view the event provided you have an account with RSI. This also means we content creators will be able to do things like watch parties and such. I've no doubt that I'll be doing something along those lines with the Synchronizers guys and possibly Citero and other streamers. We don't know yet, but I'll pass out any more info on that as the date creeps up. So with all that tied off, I'm beginning to get excited for more content again, as well as making more video content for you guys to cover what I think's important for you to see and hear. Not just from a fellow player, but from someone who's playing Star Citizen on what people would say is a decently spec'd machine, but still not some god tier gaming battle station that will show my videos running at 60 FPS flawlessly. I want to show the game's flaws as well as its potential. This leads me into what I'm personally looking forward to with the addition of 3.3, aside from everything we know already like the mechanics and such. As a player in this game, I'll create no illusion that I'm not going to be some master dogfighter. The combat's going to be fun, no question, but I'm not after a kind of a military career path within Star Citizen. My focus personally is going to be on exploration and seeing what there is to do within the game and all of its worlds. So I'm mostly looking forward to Hurston itself. It of course has its moons, and we're going to see things like new truck stops added with those, but the ability to finally be able to land on a fully fledged planet and not only remove our helmets and not have our head explode from vacuum, but also remove our flight suits entirely and be able to have a meaningful reason to personalise our characters with different clothing options outside of the menu is going to be a great turning point, as well as finally begin to realise the ambitions of what I wanted out of Star Citizen from the beginning. We also have our new ships, and it's been a while since I dropped my toes into the quicksand that is the ship market of Star Citizen. I delved in for the 600i last patch because despite its flaws, which will hopefully be worked out in a rework before too long, it's exactly what I wanted in a ship. I was lucky enough to get my M50 back recently as well, which kind of set me up for the foreseeable future. But with 3.3 coming, I have to say the Constellation Phoenix has grown on me a lot, and I do think I'll be upgrading one of my ships to it come the patch. If the 600i is going to be my daily driver for charting the game's stars, then the Phoenix is going to be my leisure ship to enjoy a slow journey within them. So then, besides all the new mechanics and additions, those are my two top picks. What is it that you guys are looking forward to with 3.3 around the corner? Let me know and drop a comment. Once the patch is live, I'm very tempted to do another revision of my "Is this game playable yet?" video, since it's still one that polarises and provokes discussion. So let me know what you think on that as well. Thank you for watching guys, and I will see you around CitizenCon.